Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. Today we are in this KLM 787-9, as well, the middle length variant, the longest we have in the sim. The Dash 10 isn't released yet, so here we are in the 787-9. This is the Qualitywings 787. We're getting catering on board for a flight from here in Amsterdam over to Beijing in China. For those of you who watched one of my streams over on the weekend, obviously know that I've recently got Beijing, or bought it, let's say. Had some trouble installing it. Well, not installing it. There was a weird bug, which I can't really show. I don't know if I'm going to put in the editing right now, showing what the bug was. But there was a bug. I managed to fix it, but it took like 2 hours, which is really annoying. And now our view is just yeah, let's go to a better view. So yeah, that took a while, but I fixed it, and now my Beijing scenery is all looking gorgeous. So we're taking this wonderful aircraft over to there. The flight time, according to PFPX, is 8.5 hours, which is nice, because the real world says it's like the average for the real world is 8 hours and 45 minutes. So if you fly faster than that, that's pretty cool. So yeah, getting the catering on board. I've got the jetways connected up to the aircraft, and obviously the GSX level 2 jetways, and the ones that are created by me. I'm still editing this airport. I feel like I'm running at the same speed as Aerosoft do things, so I'm really sorry about that. I'll try and get this released sometime in the next month. I'm busy with school right now, so if you are waiting for this Amsterdam GSX level 2 config, I'm sorry. Wait for the next month maybe, when I have some more time in my hands. Anyway, let's go and close up these doors, because this is going to be pestering me. And we'll get the cabin lighting on as well. Well, just the dim, it is the day. Let's go inside the cockpit and let's get some stuff set up. So I'll go over to here, and we'll go and dispatch the payload and everything. So, our fuel on board today will be, apparently, it's only going to be 56 tons, which seems a bit low, but maybe okay. And 174.166 for our zero fuel weight today. So we're going to set the fuel tanks, set the payload, and there we are. So total people, all the people on the aircraft today. So we got 237 in the economy, and in the business we got 27, almost full actually. There's basically no seats free. There's not many at all. So that gives us a total load weight of 164 people. So we'll go and request 264 people onto the aircraft. Whenever I type my numbers all like views for Chaseplane, so whenever I type the number in for the passenger count, it just moves everywhere. So like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. So let's just go and reset this. We don't need that on, and this needs to go to HPA. We'll switch over the display, so I get the big ND, which is always nice, and I can get the checklist up as well, like so. I kind of want this to be on the system page. I don't need the ND for now. So we are running 1907. The latest AirX cycle just came out at the time of recording 2 days ago, and it's last till July 18th, so that's nice. Go to the Addon, pause in it. I do need to get the IRSs aligned, so we'll go up here and align the IRSs, get the battery actually on. Flight deck door can power on. I know this is already armed, but I do have to click off and then armed again just to like lock this in. It's just the way Qualitywings works. Window heats, we'll get those on as well. We do have external power connected up, but for some reason the lights they don't show on the Dash 9. If I were to fly in the 787-8, they do show. I don't know why it's not showing up in this cockpit. Well, it could be the tomato shade reflection profile. Maybe, maybe not. Packs can also go to auto. Yeah. Did that seem weird to say? Probably. Got the seatbelts on. That flickered back to auto because we've got the fuel on board. So yeah. We're going to have these cargo doors open. Because, well, they're here. I need to load the cargo on. Anyway, let's go down here and set in the reference airport and our GPS position. No point doing the gate, it's fine. Sometimes it doesn't even work. I mean, we are at Gulf 3. Yeah, doesn't work. Request the route. Let's go find it. Amsterdam to Beijing. Like so. Departure runway for today. We're expecting to depart out of 09. It could change, but I'm expecting 09 for now. And we are KLM 897 today. Like so. If you want to fly the same route as me, here it is. Just pause the video at the given time and enter it in yourself. BA. There we are. Oh, and KM. Sounds like KLM then. We've got BA as well. Well, KLM's actually KL, isn't it? So we're going to get some bad FPS for now. There is the passengers loading on. It always happens. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so the QNH is 1021. I'm just going to click the letter B on my keyboard, and I'll just set it on all the displays. It's just easier. I know it's kind of cheating, but it's just easy. Oxygen we will test like so. That side's tested, and the other side. That's all good. Don't need that EFB on, so let's power off that one. Let's keep this one powered on. No point in having that one on. And the flight instruments all up and running. And we got the Qualitywings announcements going on top of the GSX sounds, so it's just annoying. Just like how the Qualitywings, it's kind of actually similar to what this is here. This is the GPU, the ground power unit. It's very similar to what we got here, actually. Not bad. Where's the cargo? Not too far away. Cool. There's Emirates 777 always there. Whenever I fly to or from Amsterdam, I always see a 777 or Emirates 777 parked at that stand. Don't know why. You've got the stands of EasyJets. Lovely. Right, back inside the cockpit we go. So, let's go and finish off our setup here. So, execute that. Go to Perfinet. See if your weight's already in there. Let's make sure that is the correct one. Oh yeah. Okay, it's just, wait, if I delete this. Okay, no I can't. I guess it's like in there locked. 56.4. Gross weight is 230.6. Okay, it's fine. Whatever. Reserves. We'll go and see what PFX has given us for our final reserve. 2.2. Cruising altitude. PFX has provided us with a starting cruise of 350 today. So that seems reasonable. So I'm actually going to put that in. And our step climb is going to be 2000. Doesn't actually show until you put execute. It's weird. So yeah, and the cruise altitude. Did I accidentally not enter it in? I put the cost index to 35. Cost index is 100. Because I don't have the cost index for this aircraft, but the 777 uses 100. So I'm assuming 78 might use the same. It's 777. There we go. 100. Whoopsies. So yeah, 350, stepping at 2000, and I'll put in the step climbs ourselves on the next page. Thrust limit. Well, we're going to have to go over here again, and we'll go to the performance, copy FMC data, Amsterdam 09, it's dry, optimum, and optimum. Let's go double check these winds, so they seem okay. 22 degrees, yes, 1021, and here's that. CG might be wrong, that doesn't really matter for our calculation here. So, flat 5 max, apparently there's no D rate, so I can't really enforce a D rate unless there is one. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of doing it, but it's not showing it at all. Do click optimum, send output, send FMC, and we'll accept it over here. 45. Did I miss the 45? I did miss it. I'm a silly person. But normally when you put 20, okay, there we go. It would say -2, right? Anyway, it's fine. That is that done. We've got our V speed, so 160, 163, 169. Let's double click CG, it's 24, not 25. Cool. Departure and arrival. Departing at 09. We are currently programmed for the which one are we doing? The Andic 1 November currently. That's the only one that flies to Andic, so we'll just enter that in like so. That's all good. Passenger signs are on, so I'm going to tick that off. MCP is not. Oh, that's going to start doing its thing again, isn't it? We'll set 169. 090 heading is, well, runway 09 heading is 087. So we're going to enter that in. 087. If I can actually scroll correctly in this aircraft. There we have. And I need to get the transition attitude. I actually have the charts loaded. I'm a silly person. I'll be right back with the charts up and running. I can find out our transition altitude. Right, welcome back. I did say transition altitude, but I meant the initial climb. And the initial climb for today is flight level 60, so I'm going to enter in 6,000 feet, like so. And the transition altitude is 3,000 feet, like so. Right, MCP is done. Takeoff space we just went through. CDP flight checklist is complete. Taxi and takeoff briefing. We're just going to leave that empty for now. Go to the next page, and we're going to go and enter in the step climbs. So, our first step will obviously be up to 370, which PFPX has kindly provided us with. It's told us that we're going to go to 370 at Tilna. So we're going to find Tilna. Please don't say I've already scrolled past it. Tilna, there we go. 370, and then S for step climb. 390, stepping up to that. Well, China uses meters actually. So if I take a look at the real world flight, I can see that when it was flying over China, it was at 390, then it did it 391, which is actually kind of confusing. PFVX, it's not really told me that, but it does go to a weird flight level as a waypoint called Sethem. So I'm going to find that waypoint. Here it is. And I'm assuming we'll be going up to the weird flight level of 391. Then I'm just going to double check this now, and if it's wrong then I'll change it, but I'll be right back. Right, I just looked at the charts. The Sethem seems to be the right place to actually step up to the meters sort of side of, well, this into meters basically. So 391, I don't know what that is in meters, but that will be our final cruising altitude for today. Execute that, and there we are. We've got our step climbs in for the flight. Cool. So this can stay on the inner ref there. And has it done all the other side, the winds? And, yeah, 1,500 feet. Lovely. That's all good. Okay. So, go to the ND. Zoom in. Here's runway 09. Winds are coming in from 06, so the wind's got some winds. Well, 050 it says in that sky, but it says 060 from the aircraft. So we got, well, it is variable from 0206 to 090, so we've got winds coming in from almost crosswind to headwind, so not too bad. It says tailwind here. It says T. I'm assuming that's wrong. I can't even enter anything in there, so that's annoying. Unless that isn't a T and it's like something else, but this is L for left, probably 4 knots from the left. I don't know. Luckily, we're only departing at 09, so our taxi today is not going to be too long. Right, go to this view. Is that better? Yeah. Zoom in any further? Nope. So it looks like, I'm not sure which is out of sync. Either the airport map or the aircraft is. Oh, it's just gets out of sync when I go into this view. That's fine. We'll just push back nose left, and then we'll taxi down. I can't even read that. Taxi to Bravo Alpha. I think it's Bravo. And then we go line up with 09. Let's go double check with the taxi chart for this airport, and then I can see if it's either Bravo Alpha. We'll taxi down Bravo. Cool. And that will take us basically to November 5 for runway 09. And then we'll do the departure procedure and basically a left-hand turn. We're going sort of north east sort of direction towards China. So zoom in a bit more again. Cool. That's all good. How is that run? Oh, that's basically finished. I'm going to close up some doors here and get some APU powered up. Get the APU, sorry. Like so. Flight director can go on, and the LNAV and the VNAV won't show up just yet, but if it isn't still showing up by the runway, should just remember to activate that. So once we're in the air, we should be on the LNAV and VNAV straight away after we've done the toga. Close L2 and forward. Cool. So we're just going to wait for the APU to start up. Once that's up and running, we can actually see it's up and running in the stat page. You can see it's RPM in here, like so. And once it's basically running at 100% stable, then we know it's providing power, and we can release the external power from there. The APU generator is always on, as you can see. So we're all set up down here. We're not set up down here though. We're not online, but it's good practice. Actually put it in the correct frequency. Good practice. 122.8, 2000, and weather-wise, I think we're all good. Weather terrain is not actually on yet, but that's good. Cool. Actually, that will stay on the XPDR page. Cool. Okay. APU. Yeah. What was on that? I thought APU was a stupid word then. No, it's not. APU is the correct word, and it is running stable at 102.1% RPM. So, if I'm correct, because it's really awkward, because there's no lights, if I just turn that off, I think we're good. I think that's turned off. And I remove the external power. Yes, okay. That's all sketchy. Cool. We're all good. Nothing's gone wrong. Let's go tell GSX we're ready for a pushback. And standard pushback. Nope. Hopefully. Oh, there's a blue tug. That's amazing. Yeah, we get pushback correctly. It's a standard pushback. This doesn't seem very well. I don't think I've edited the golf stands yet, so yeah. Right. And I've been up and running. Nice. Beacon light can go on.
Good day, Captain.
I can go to normal. Then we've got the full taxi checklist. And what I'm going to do now is go turn on traffic, turn on the data, turn on the VORs. In fact, I should turn on traffic there, traffic and terrain there, and then data VOR, like so. Now we're good.
We're locking the gear now.
Okay. So let's go wait for GSX to connect up the whole aircraft. Hopefully the jetways have gone. They have. Lovely. Overhead's all good other than the hydraulics and the fuel pumps. Obviously the engines aren't started up, so there's nothing to worry about out there for now.
The tug is in position.
FMC is all set up. In fact, we'll go and request the wind, and that will give us an accurate ETA for Beijing. So we'll go clear that off and load it up. Oh, clear that again. Cool. And now I think we're good to go. So we're going to release the parking brake, like so.
Pushing now. Clear for engine start.
Okay, thank you. So we're clear to engine start. We're going to get the fuel pumps on. I'm assuming we've got fuel in the centre. We do, 21 tons. We definitely do. And we get all the hydraulics powered up, like so.
Go ahead from cockpit.
It's going to wait for the...
Clear to start engines.
There we go.
Roger. Clear to start engines.
Starting engines. So,
Start both engines.
starting both the engines. Hear the packs turn off. And we'll bring in the fuel instantly. And there we have it. Oh, hello. Engine starting up. The PBR on this aircraft looks amazing. The General Electric sounds of the startup, very loud, but very nice. And hopefully, I don't know what GSX is going to do with this sort of pushback. Oh, hello. That was very weird. I've never seen GSX do that before, actually. Hopefully it pushes us back onto this taxi line here, or one of these two. Either one will do. GSX. Look, why is it like a two taxi set? Like taxiways. Is it like for getting past people, maybe? Yeah, it's probably getting me onto this bit here, actually. Thinking about it. Either way, if he gets to be facing this direction and not on like the grass, I'm happy. So, engines are running. They start up super fast. It's actually really nice. Oh, GSX. You know what? What's he doing? I'm just going to stop you here. There we go. Okay, I have to use the brakes then to stop it from like doing anything more stupid. Oh, I'm still rolling forward. Okay, I'm just going to hold the brakes here until it says set parking brake.
Pushback is complete. Set your parking brakes, please, and confirm.
I'm definitely going to have to edit that parking pushback. Note to self. Alright, gonna have to get GSX over to disconnect us. And yeah, sorry about that, Neil. Well, push. I shouldn't have got myself into Golf 3. I should have gotten the other one, the other stand, and GSX hopefully would have pushed back a bit nicer, let's say. But hey, that's a bit. It is what it is, right? I might just have to tell GSX to push us back onto like a node around here or here. Hopefully here at one point. I'm not sure what GSX is doing because it's pushing us like forward. Anyway, before taxi, anti-ice is not needed. Recall, which is the TCAS. Autobrake set to RTA. Flight controls we'll check now. So, I should go to flight control page. Full left, full right, all the way down, all the way up, and everything's neutral. What's a rudder full left then? Rudder right, rudder left. Good. Right, take a look at trim 4.75. There we are. And what we're going to do is make sure everything's all over the place.
Left and right.
That's
disconnecting now. Have a good flight. Bye-bye.
Okay. ND, flight controls are checked. Ground equipment is... Did it just say clear? I think so. I'll just take it off. Before takeoff, I'm just going to set flaps 5. Like so. Have a good trip. Thank you, GSX. We will. And there we are. APU can go off. We will release the parking brake by just pushing the brakes down, and we'll get going. And take that off. Our takeoff checklist is next, which is not going to be until we've taken off. I'll zoom in here a bit more. And yeah, so we're going to cross Alpha straight into Bravo, and then go to November 5, was it? Yeah, to runway 09. So short taxi actually, even though we're at Amsterdam, we're doing a short taxi. Surprise, surprise. Very unusual, because normally your taxi, if I was online on VATSIM, I'm guessing ATC would make me go to runway 36 left, which is just on another planet. I'm taxiing way too fast here. I need to get the text light on now as well. Yeah, but luckily I'm offline. Literally I'm going to that KLM 747 is. See, even Oslo Traffic Live today has got it's just thinking correctly. It doesn't want to taxi to 36 left, so it's going to 09. What I'll do, get the HUD down, like so. And I'm going to go make it simple mode. Don't need much of the vision or visuals. Don't really need this. If I just have it, well, I might. You know what? I'm going to have this on this mode for takeoffs. I like it on the other mode for landing. It's just a lot easier to visualize things. I think this might be better for when we're departing. It's got a bit more information. Yeah. So I have that. I might just bring this side down just for realism, to be honest. I'm sure the first officer would appreciate that. The virtual one. And hopefully the KLM is on its takeoff roll. Or in the air once we've lined up. So hopefully don't have to wait for it to do its thing. There's a bit more Amsterdam in the background. I think we may be seeing some Amsterdam, most of Amsterdam on our departure actually. Here, oh, it's not on takeoff roll, is it? No, it isn't takeoff roll actually. It is now. Finally. Don't really want to line up and wait behind the 747 because it's a bit powerful, let's say. So yeah, we've got some of the city back there actually. Right, I'm going to quickly skip the video. Wait for the KLM 747 to depart. Alright, there it goes. I just released the brakes, so slowly moving forward. It's like crawling forward right now. It's bringing in some power. Just a tad. Still need to wait for the most of the what's the name? Jet wash? No, not jet wash. I've had a mind blank. I really want to skip the video and look up the word again. I've had a mind blank. Maybe it is jet wash. Anyway, let's focus on actually departing. Our heading we selected does not correspond to the actual runway heading. We're looking at the map there though, which is very weird. Anyway, landing lights on, turn offs on, taxi off, strobe light on. Looks like the 747 is doing the same departure as us, and the TCAS can go on as well as the weather radar. So, that's terrible line here. Whoopsies. Anyway, we'll zoom out on there, like so. And yeah, I mean it's in the distance now. It's not showing up in here though. It's very weird. Anyway, we are all set up to go. We've got the before takeoff checklist is done. We've got seatbelts on. Also brake RTO. Landing lights are on. Beacon is on. Strobes are on. We've got flaps 5, and the correct trim setting has been set earlier. So let's bring up that 50%. Make sure the engines will stabilise. That's all good. Toga.
Check thrust.
Look of 100% N1.
Thrust in.
And thrust is set. There we are. Okay. Airspeed is alive. There's the outside view for you. I'm not going to call 80 knots on a big aircraft today, so 100 knots. There we are. Try and keep just a bit more on the centre line. There we are. Cool. Very smooth FPS actually, considering it's handstand rotate. Here we are. Trying to tail strike there. Positive rate. Gear up. Beijing, here we come. Wow. That looks amazing. Right, let's do that left turn. Stop. I know it's a flight sim and views are made. Okay, what? Okay, flight director told me to go left. So I know it's a flight sim and the views are amazing. There you go. There's more of Amsterdam. Bring the nose down a bit and accelerate. Like so. There's a trim to help us do that. Okay. Nice, we have success. Oh, I can't see that word. Successfully depart. That was weird. Why can't I see that? And we have successfully departed from Amsterdam. Bring the checklist back up. And once we pass 200 knots, I'll bring all the flaps. Autopilot can go on. Bring all the flaps up once we pass 200 knots, like so. Flaps coming up. Cool. Don't need the HUDs anymore. No, they can go. Lovely. Turn-offs can go as well. Actually, the turn-offs stay on, but the nose light go off because don't even have the nose landing gear out, so that's just not going to do anything, is it? So there we are. I got a reflection on the engine there, the buildings. That looks amazing. So, after takeoff checklist complete. Don't know why I skipped straight to the approach. I mean, it's missed the descent one. Weird. Zoom out here. And on the other side. Maybe one more back in there, just for this little kink. Right, so I just missed this transition out to 3,000 feet. I'm terribly sorry about that. Probably shouting at screens then. Standard pressure at 800 feet. Delayed. I do not have the true Netherlands installed, but still, it does look amazing without it installed. I mean, I got FTX Global Base Vector and Opens LC, which and the FTX trees, but that doesn't do much. that makes it look amazing anyway, as well as the FlyTampa stuff. So anyway, I'll just reset this heading to our rough heading now. We're going to climb a bit more than 6,000 feet. Going to go up to our cruise of 350. There we are. Hopefully it picks up the climb. There we are. It's climbing a bit faster again. Wonderful. There's a view from there. Got auto-gen loading in the background actually. Ah, nice big fluffy white clouds. Luckily there weren't many in Amsterdam today. It's not too bad actually. It's not too foggy. Like the last time we were in Amsterdam in the full flight video, we had what, 40 knot gusts, rain, thunderstorms. Now it's a beautiful sunny day, so sunny evening actually. I forgot to say what the time was for you guys. It is now 20 to 5. No, it's not. It's 20 to 6 Amsterdam time. Add 2 hours UTC. Wonderful. There's 8,000, so 2,000 feet to go. Well, till the lights come off. And obviously the cinematics. My favourite part of the video. Hopefully yours too. I hope the PBR bug gets fixed. Because when you're running PBR, and I'm also running super sampling, it doesn't actually look like the super sampling well it used to be. If I run an aircraft that didn't have PBR, it will look smooth, but it looks quite jagged even though I'm running super sampling, which is weird. Hopefully that bug gets fixed. If you don't know what I'm on about, do not worry. I'm talking rubbish. Right, we're just passing 10,000, so land the lights off and the turn-offs. Obviously the strobe will stay on and the beacon obviously, but just the main landing lights can come off. So there we are. We have successfully got in the air. We're in the climb. We're just going to accelerate first up to 328 knots, and then we're going to start climbing again. We're going to go up to our cruise. Hopefully the aircraft auto-step climbs for us up to 391 when they're over in China, which is interesting. I don't know. The last time I've flown to China was a very long time ago, because Hong Kong is different. Apparently, I have some friends from Hong Kong, and they always say that Hong Kong is totally different than mainland China. So, anyone from Hong Kong, please comment down below to support that idea or not. Anyway, there's not much for us to do now other than take off the seatbelt, turn off the seatbelts, and just watch the aircraft. So, might as well get in the cinematics for you guys. So, I'll see you in the descent into Beijing. Enjoy the cinematics, and bye bye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down into Beijing. We've just passed flight level 180. We were just at our cruise earlier, about 10 minutes ago, just before our descent. We were cruising at 391 as expected earlier, and now we're in the descent coming into, into Beijing. The current arrival we're doing is, well, there's no point going through that because it'll just take forever, is the KM-01 Alpha, if I am correct. And then we go and double check with that. The KM-01 Alpha, indeed. Cool. And that will take us to the transition of Delta 189 Zulu for runway 36 left. With the RLS into 36 left today, and should be parking at Terminal 2 after we've landed. And Terminal 2, don't know, is the terminal on the west side of the airport, and we're going to the international part, so we're going to the south part of Terminal 2, which is on the west side of the airport. You'll see. I may be able to point it out when we're in the final approach, I may forget. So, we're going to turn on the EFB here. We can go and show landing, and we'll go and copy FMC data. What I want to do actually first is set our VNAV transition attitude. So we go to the, actually it's here, forecast. Transition level is going to be 0985. No, that's just, is it going to put it in a flight level or just put it in normal? There we go. There we go, cool. Yeah, so it's 9850. I think just round down then, but whatever. So once we pass that flight level, we do need to set our current QNH, or the current QNH, which is 1010. So we're going to set that in, just ready, like so. And once we're ready, we'll click the standard button, and it'll switch over. The ILS for 36 left, the minimums are, not for the radio, but for the barrow, are 320. So I'll scroll up to 320. And there we are. Cool. Let's just go and align the heading once again. Right, if we come down here, we'll just quickly reselect 36 left, dry. The winds are 080 today at 4 knots, so it's basically a crosswind landing we're doing. It's 26 degrees. 1010. Oh, stupid. That's so annoying. It bugs out every now and then when you put a 0 in, it doesn't like it. There you go. Manual, flaps 30. Anti-ice is off. No credit. Auto. And all. Okay, so it says we can land with automatic 1. We will have about 2,000 feet of runway left. Do I want to go for 2,000 feet of runway left? Not really. We could go automatic 3. That's about cutting off another 1,000 feet. But that could become uncomfortable for the passengers. Let's just keep it realistic, and I'm actually clicking the right one. Okay. Unable to maintain. Seems to be maintained. Oh, the speed is, yeah. The speed breakout. So yeah, we were going to send this out to the FMC, and we'll accept it like so, and that's all good. That I need to do +5, don't I? There we go. Now I'll send it out again. Sorry. I'll still put 147 in there, but our approach speed is 152. So yeah, we'll be landing. We'll go autobrake 2 today, and I think we'll be good there. Autobrake 2, minimum reverse, and doesn't matter about the longer taxi. To be honest, we got 9.7 tons of fuel on board, so that's enough for go around, and it's not too much for an overweight landing, which is nice. You can actually see the airport over there in the distance. There's some weird, that's not weird. What is that? I have no idea. That's probably something really famous that I don't know. There's the airport over there. It's nice and sunny, there's no clouds in sight. That's awesome. You kind of work out the repeated textures. I don't know if you can actually see it, guys. I'm sorry that you can see it. There is no like Orbx. There's no custom Orbx here. because I had to disable the Orbx vector for the scenery to actually make the scenery not bug out, which is really annoying, and I just realised to descend even further. So 5,000. I think 5,000 was the correct altitude for the ILS. I go, what, 6,000? It's fine, so we'll do 6,000 like so. So just passing 10,000 so the landing lights can go on. And we're basically passing the transition altitude as well, so we'll set QNH. Right, the aircraft wants to slow down even more, that's absolutely fine. In fact, we'll do the checklist now, because the temperatures are done. And all we have to do now is arm the speed brake, but we can't do that just yet. Landing gear down on flaps 30. We'll just keep this up to keep us reminded that we are not set up for the landing. So yeah, basically I don't have Orbx vector at this area of scenery, because if I had it on, it would break the airport scenery, which is really weird. So I had to disable vector in this sort of Beijing area. If you guys have the, I'm trying to remember what the scenery maker is. I think it's WF Scenery Studio or something. Beijing International, P3D version 4. If you're finding a problem with your view, like viewing bug, if there's a viewing bug you have there, where depending on a slight angle, the default textures will clip through the add-on textures. If you understand what I mean and you have that issue, and try and make sure, actually no, I'm not going to try and tell you on this video. Just tell me in the comments if you have the issue and I might make a video about it, because it took a while for me to try and find out what was the problem, and it was Orbx vector. So yeah. Right, it's doing a left turn, we should be on the ILS very soon actually. So what I'm going to do is get the localizer armed. Hopefully we'll grab the localizer any time, and I'll get the HUDs down like so. We'll set off the EFB, no need for that anymore, and that's all good. So, bringing the speed brake now, I think the aircraft can do deceleration by itself now, and also at flats 5. Now I'll just bring the nose down just a tad, and there we are. Oh, got a bit of lag spike there. And there's the localizer, cool. Get the approach armed, and we should be able to get the glide slope as well. There we are. Awesome. So we've got a very slow deceleration going on here. We're 26 miles out, so don't really want to go any slower than this, to be honest. Let's keep it around 200 knots for now. We're going to arm the speed brake. Oh, I already armed it. Already armed the speed brake. So yeah, I was talking about Orbx vector because the repeated textures. There's also just got global base, which is nice repeated textures, so HD repeated textures. But because there's no vector or OpenLC, or basically any scenery, photo scenery, whatever, it is the typical copy and paste technique from P3D. So there probably is, I don't know if there is any photo scenery for Beijing. I think like Ortho was ported to like P3D, I think, but Ortho takes up a ton of storage. Anyway, the scenery looks good from this view onwards, so yeah, that's all nice. Did we like overshoot the localizer? We did. Whoopsies. Our runway's over there. It's like where this mouse is now, and the terminal is like there. So. No, it's not there, it's like, whatever. It's gonna have to show you. I'll zoom in, like so. I don't know if I got the airport scenery, or airport map on this ND. If I don't, then that's annoying. If I do, then yay. Right, we are, what's our distance now? Well, 20 miles. So once we get 12 miles from the airport, I'm going to set 180. And then once we're about 8 to 6 miles from the airport, the runway actually, I'll set our approach speed, which should be 152 actually, wouldn't it? Plus 5. So yeah. So the aircraft's nice and steady at this speed. We're not too fast, which is nice. We're steady at 200 knots for now, so everything's going well. So let's take a look at the scenery now, but Where is this scenery? I don't think Autogen's loading in that far though. Where's that building we saw earlier? Did forget to mention, guys, I should have told you earlier, but if you're wondering, the seatbelt signs are on view. Seatbelt signs are on. Well, you could have kind of seen it down there, seatbelts on. So you're wondering if I had those on or not. Sorry, that is the proof. There we go. Autogen all loading in. It's not loading in the centre there. Come on. That's a nice view. And the performance here actually is amazing. I don't understand why Heathrow has its performance, and then this has like the best performance in the world. Well, okay, not really, but the size of the airport, all of the Autogen in the city, the FPS is amazing. You go to Heathrow, it's terrible. The optimization, absolutely terrible. Anyway, what's the current distance now? 14 miles, okay. Let's go slow down to 180 knots then. So be at 180 before 12 miles. Or roughly, basically. Cool. I think we got callouts there, and it is the Qualitywings. It should have callouts default. I don't know why, but the PMDG 737 sometimes when I fly it, the callouts don't, like, there are no callouts. It's very weird. But I think we're fine in the Qualitywings. Yeah, we're not decelerating at all. There's 12 miles. But that's annoying. Yeah, it's a speed brake then. I'll just help the aircraft slow down. So yeah, we fly for 8 hours and 30 minutes basically. A bit faster than the real world. Basically on the same time as what PFPX has calculated, which is lovely. Well, as long as I don't do a go around. Yeah, we're not really slowing down at all. We are. Very slowly though. Right. 2500, gear down. We'll set the next set of flaps. What's it, flaps 10? Yeah. And that'll bring out some drag. So we don't need the speed brake out anymore. There we are. Snowcraft's over in the distance. It's quite high up though. Can't really see it. Right, we'll zoom in once more. And again. We should get some airport map popping up when we get closer to the airport. So 152. I'm going to set now. You can hear birds coming through the window. So you can hear them in the microphone. Nothing I can do about it. Bring out some more flaps. There's flaps 15. Flap 17. So many flap detents in the 7, 8, 9. Flaps 18. And all the flaps. Go flaps 30. And once we've ticked this off, I'm going to go and bring off the autopilot. There we are. Autopilot is coming off. There we are. Autothrottle can stay in, it will idle itself, and once we're on the ground we should be able to set reverse, so that should all be good. So we'll just keep the autothrottle locked in for now, but so our aircraft is going to land it manually, because why not? So just trying to keep this, I'm not sure what this is called, but you want to keep the big circle inside the little circle. No, keep the little circle inside the big circle, basically. I can't know what it's called though, this sort of system.
1,000.
I wish I did know that, to be honest, but no idea. It's very good just to help you keep on. It's basically a lot better flight director than the one you see down here. Maybe it is just called the flight director, but it's definitely different to what you're normal used to. Right. So yeah, Terminal 2 is just here. I did remember to show you. And we're just going to the south of it. Notice that a bit more again. Kind of want to head for those pappies. It does say 3 white, 1 red, so now we're going to get a bit lower. Just a tad. That will do. Luckily there's no aircraft on the runway, so I don't have to turn off auto traffic live.
300.
There we are, I'm happy with our current
Approaching minimums.
pitch.
Minimums.
Continuing. Oh, I think I just pulled up a bit too much then actually. I got above that glide slope.
100.
It's okay. It's all fine.
50. 40. 30. 20.
There we are, 20. No,
10.
throttle's idled. 10. Slowly bring the nose up again. There we are, touchdown. Going to reverse. Thank you. Okay, I didn't really want to go mid in reverse. It's gone like half reverse, something, maybe. We are T-cell, 80 knots. 6 knots. Forward idle. Manual braking. Vacate right. I think the landing was a bit too hard. Okay, apparently it wasn't. It was minus 85 feet per minute. Maybe it seemed hard. But yeah. So here's the airport map. I wasn't actually looking at it because I was looking at the HUD. We'll get rid of the HUD now. I don't need that. And the landing lights can come off. Tunnels will stay on. Taxi off. Strobe off. Clear up. So we go with the speed brake. That's a weird sound then. And all the flats coming off. Come up. Sorry. Auto brake off. AP starts up. And there we are. T-gas standby. Flight time. 8 hours and 35 minutes. I'm pretty sure it said 8 hours 35 minutes from PFPX. It did indeed. So we got bang on what PFPX calculated. Hopefully Ultimate Traffic Live is not taking up all the stands. So what I'm going to do, quickly just search for the one we want to take a look at. So basically between 205 and 220, the Bravo stands, I'm assuming. Yeah. 224? No. Actually, we want to go earlier ones, don't we? They're all taken. I'll show you all positions. Is there any free space? Nope. That's silly. Right, I'm going to keep taxiing until we get closer, basically. Right. I'm going to taxi all the way down to Zulu 4, I believe, or Zulu 6. Maybe Zulu 6. Take a left at Zulu 6. So just past this building. And then we'll taxi down towards Terminal 2. Yeah, Ultimate Traffic Live taking up all the stands. So here, yeah, in fact, we're going to park between 221 and 205. But it looks like all of those stands are taken. So we're going to get rid of the meters actually and reset the barrier. And turn off the radar, weather radar, and traffic, and go off. Don't need any of these. I can click the right button. Oh, there we go. Right. This is Zulu 6. Oh, wrong view. Yes. And this aircraft probably wants to turn towards me. So, what are we going to do? Because we definitely are going to clip. Thank you, Ultimate Traffic Live. Or will our wing be high enough, just at the tip, to clear that aircraft? You know what? This is going to be very interesting. Because it's gone. Right. I wonder if I can pick a stand now, because I just got rid of Ultimate Traffic Live. Hopefully, if I've picked the stand, it doesn't, like, the AI would take the stand, maybe. Hopefully. What is that? Is that Jet? Oh, it's Hainan Airlines. That's like the old livery, isn't it? So let's hope the AI isn't taking our stand this time. So we're going to be taxiing all the way over to here, all the way past, around to the other side. Imagine, like, I mean, if we were to go and park at one of these stands, we would obviously land on one of the other 36s, but we landed 36 left. I could have landed in the 36 center, in fact. But the real world landed 36 left, so I kind of want to keep it similar to what it would do, to be as realistic as possible, but not being too realistic. Anyway, so we got the AP running. It is running, nice. And yeah, right. It did say handling by China 7, so what I'm going to do is quickly skip the video, get the KLM working, get the KLM at the stand, sorry, and we're taxiing too fast. And hopefully there's no AI there, so I'll be right back. Right, surprise, surprise, not GSX, Ultra Traffic Live took the Bravo 210, and it turned out Bravo 219 was free, so we're going to park there, and hopefully the KLM, well, I did select KLM, so it should all be good, and I was going to be parking over there. This stand, hopefully, there's a jetway there, but there's no stand. I was looking at the city earlier, and I saw the jetway, and there was like no stand corresponding to that jetway. It's very weird. It's just like a lonely stand. It's like a backup, maybe. Not too sure. But 219 is this one here. I'll turn off all the lights so I don't go and accidentally blind someone. Here we come. There we are. So this is the international side of Terminal 2, the southern side. Yeah, we've got KLM for sure. Lovely. At least we found a stand. Don't have to turn off Ultra Traffic Live or do anything weird with it. So I'm just looking at that wingtip clearance there. That is alarmingly close. Yes. Oh no, it's alright. Okay, I'm not going to follow GSX. It's probably wrong. The 787 will park all the way up here. Okay. It could be right. I mean, this is stop. This says don't stop. And in practice, well, in fact, we're stopping there. I mean, that's very similar to what GSX actually thought. So, actually, it's not too far off. Set the parking brake, because AP is running, so engine 1 shutting down, engine 2 shutting down. There we are. Okay, hydraulic system can all go, fuel pumps off, external power can come connected, and hopefully that turned it on, I don't know. We will go and get deboarding. There we are. Enter under passengers. What? Oh, I've forgotten what it was now. Let's see if we can go and double check. 237 plus 27. That's 264. Okay. Jetway 1 to door L1. In fact, wait a second. Let's deselect that. Please don't say it thinks that jetway is jetway 2. Because where is the other jetway? I don't know. I'm gonna just bring that jetway there to left, because I've not. That probably is jetway 2. A bit interesting. You see what I mean? It's just there by itself. I mean, it's meant to be there. You can see the terminal building. It suits everything. It's not misplaced. That's just weird. Right. We'll open up the forward and the aft cargo. We'll turn off the APU. And that can start shutting down. And the seatbelts can go off. The beacon light can go off. There we are. I'm assuming this aircraft will be sat here for quite a while. All the people who are flying for KLM or in the cabin crew will have a nice little rest in Beijing after their long flight. So, we'll powered down, opening left 2. That's properly powered down. It's like nothing showing on that screen.
Okay, baggage handling
Okay.
is complete and the aircraft is clear.
Let's look at the US sounds for this GSX. Anyway, here we are. Welcome to Beijing International Airport, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the 8.5-hour flight. Well, like an hour video for you guys, or maybe just under. I don't know. I haven't edited the video yet, so. And yeah, I mean, actually, in fact, is there a KLM here that like took my stand? Because this is Ultra Traffic Live. There's a Delta, but I don't see a KLM. And these should all be China, Air China, or like, yeah, China all the way. There's an American there. Interesting. Anyway, okay, let's stop looking at all the aircraft. Let's actually do some real plane spotting instead of on the sim. And these are actually so jetways, I think. And I think so jetway was configured to automatically connect up to AI. Maybe that setting was like turned off or something. Anyway, thanks you for watching. I will see you in the next video, which will be maybe a short haul. And that is just weird. You see the passengers' feet going through. I mean, these so jetways aren't properly correct. Because look, that's just like, I don't know, it looked like I was levitating. Why did that look like I thought I was levitating for a second, but it wasn't. Okay, the reason why you can see the passengers' feet is so jetway. I don't know why, but I think there's like a node or something on the jetway saying where it normally would be connecting up to the bottom of the door, or vice versa with the top, and also it's not really aligned up very well, and probably it thinks the spot of the so jetway is like this bit here, or something. So it's like a bit too high, and now you can see all the passengers' feet. Anyway, it's not JSX level 2 jetway, which is why that is happening. So yeah, sorry. Right, that's ending scene. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.